I got the car everybody's gonna want right here. This is a 1960 Edsel. Last year the Edsel. Catch the front end, see it doesn't have the horse collar. This is where they were trying to save the Edsel brand. And this car was sold here in Austin, Roy Butler Motors. Now, you know, I'm on the radio and on Iron Resurrection, but I've been on the radio 28 years in Austin. Roy Butler owned our radio station, KVET. And I worked for Roy, and it had the signal, you know, the insignia on the back bumper, and that's why I bought that car, because it was new of Roy Butler. Now, Roy Butler's history, he was Lyndon Johnson's best friend. They're boyhood friends. Lyndon grew up about 10 minutes from here. They grew up together, were boyhood best friends, and when Lyndon owned our radio station, he set up the loan for Roy Butler. He set up $300,000 loan on this radio station back when he was running for Congress. Roy sold the radio station about 10 years ago for $90 million. So his return on investment was pretty good.
Wow.
Anyway, he's passed on, but he took care of me and gave me a great job, and that's why I bought this Edsel. And it's a great car. I bought it sight unseen, but the only thing I needed was a windshield, and I got a new windshield for it. But that's really, it needs like one piece of trim. And there's a guy in Atlanta that's got the piece of trim that needed. But overall, this car is in great shape, man, and it's all there. I love the color. Now, one of the things a lot of people don't know about this kind of car, a 60 Edsel has the perfect rear end, the perfect 9-inch rear end for a street rod. It's 60 inches with the big bearings on the end. So it fits perfect under a Model A, so God forbid you buy it and part it. If you're building a street rod, that's a $3,000 rear end that's in the car. Price of 9-inch, see what I'm talking about. But it's a great little old car, man.
See, now Bama had plans to take that 9-inch and put it under a Model A that he's building. But I think we should save it.
Yeah,
somebody will want this car.
Sam talked me into it. It's the, you know, the Y block with automatic. Look at that dash, never been apart. He pulled the door panels just to check for the rust, because they were pretty, you know, they weren't that great, but they needed to be done. You can get all new interior for it. All that's available. But here's the windshield in the back seat. Look at how great this back seat is.
Wow.
Look at that.
I was just admiring the E and the...
Look at the headliner. Got the perfect head. I mean, headliner's good. It's all the glass is good other than the windshield, like I say, and there's a new windshield here in the back seat. Look at this inside this door. I haven't found any cancer in this car anywhere. So, I mean, that's and it interchanges with a lot of Ford parts. So, you know, all the rubber and stuff. But I mean, look how good that rubber is. This rubber is in great shape. I don't ever get them like this. This is actually a really nice car. I mean, everything's here. So, easy restoration.
Look at those seats.
He's pulled the gas tank, but the guy I get this from messes with these cars, and that's a common thing for him, is to pull the gas tank.
Yeah. Get it ready to clean it, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, once again, it's all Ford, so you know you'd be better off just buying a new Ford gas tank for it, I think.
Yeah.
Here, let me open that. Oh, it did have the radiator out. I think one of the things, but I'll guarantee the motor. I don't remember the first thing that I'd open. It's all right. You film some stuff while I figure this out. Oh, it had under the, I think it was under the hood. I mean, under the dash. Yeah. Got under dash.
Fancy.
Oh man, only the best.
Look at that. Holds up on its own. Original
engine, we turned the engine over. The radiator's out. They were going to reflush the radiator, and I was just going to buy another radiator. I don't even mess with reflushing anything anymore. Gas tanks and radiators, I just buy new.
Look at the old paint, still original.
Yeah. Got the air cleaner on it. So it's all there other than the radiator.
Yep, generator.
I mean, this car's never been apart. Has a title, good title on it. Has the keys with it. That grill's, all that's good. Front bumper clean up real nice. I mean, you got a pretty neat car here.
Of course, support's good and straight.
Yeah, it's never been wrecked. It was. I mean, listen
Good
how
cradle.
good the door shuts, man. That's just like.
And let's have a look down this side.
Got a couple of, one little whiskey nit there and there, looks like, and then I guess this trim, I think that trim's in the car. One of them's in the car. Can't remember which
Man,
one.
this old side glass, the laminate is really intact around the vent windows. And
Yeah. The one thing he did buy, he bought brand new tail lights. So the tail lights have brand new lenses in it, which you obviously could see how nice it is. There's old Roy Butler Motors in Austin, Texas. Old Roy B. Yeah, he was a good guy. The day he sold the radio station, he came and gave me a bonus check for $5,000. And there was another guy that worked at the radio station named Sammy Allred, and he hated him, and he said, I'm gonna give you this $5,000, but you gotta go in there and show it to Sammy, because I want to piss him off that he didn't get no money. And as a guy had $90 million, had another $90 million, he was already rich, you know. But I love it, Edsel. I mean, look at the back of that car. That'd be a, hell, I ought to keep this car. 68 tag on it. Looks like the last time it was driven.
I fell in love with it the first time I saw it.
Well, I was going to pull that 9-inch out. No hubcaps. Needs hubcaps. Like I said, this guy in Atlanta's got everything. There's several guys that do Edsels but these 60s are really rare, man. I mean, they're.
Yeah, I can't recall seeing one in person.
I've seen one, and it brought about 23 at an auction. And so you get in this car $4,000, you're gonna have what, 10, 12 in it, maybe. And I mean, and done it nice, you know.
Yep.
Help you
Somebody's gonna get lucky.
if you had 15 in it, I think you'd still be in the money. I mean, look how good that shuts. Everything's obviously never been apart. So that's an easy restoration. That'd be a great father-son, and a car this car's gonna go up in value, no doubt about it.
Well, hey, Bama, appreciate you showing it to us.
Yeah, man. Somebody buy it before I part it out.